Hi guys, hello. Okay, so right now we have two donations from Serena and two pendulum questions. Then afterwards, if there are no more donations, then I get to the free readings. Oh, hi Shine. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll get to Serena's question first. Okay, so hi Jade. Show me yes. Show me no. Do you want to answer me today? Thank you. Has Serena already met her true love? Is T romantically interested in someone else? Okay, so Serena, for the second question, we're getting a big no. So nope, he's not interested in anyone else. And then for the first question, I think you asked this last week and then we got a small yes, right? This time we got a bigger yes. So maybe like whoever you're thinking about, like the feelings are starting to develop even more or things like that. And there's a potential to actually have a long-term like relationship or commitment with this person. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'll get to your two questions. Hi, Q. Okay, thank you. Oh, Shine, your Siba. Okay, give me a moment. Let me update the list. I remember your name already. Okay, Q, thank you. If you want, you can come back in 45 minutes. Okay, so this is the list. So, Serena, I'll get to your question now. So who will you be in a serious relationship with next? Okay, we can look into like the personality or what you should know about the person or how the relationship will go. So you will kind of know if this is someone you already know or it's a new person. Okay, so Serena, overall it seems like this person is someone who like stays in his comfort zone. Like he wouldn't really do anything like super abrupt or something that he wouldn't like usually do until he's sure that the situation is safe or he's sure that he's like 100% certain that the outcome will be like in his favor. Yeah. And I think like you will be quite critical of him or of his behavior. So it's like maybe at the start you wouldn't be like, oh, I like him a lot or that kind of thing. You'll be like, oh, okay, like why you like that? And then afterwards, like maybe you'll start to like him more. And yeah, eventually the relationship will develop like seriously. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords shows that this person is someone who's like very decisive. He really comes up. Oops, sorry. Why is there a weird sound? Okay. Okay, yeah. So it's someone who's like very decisive, really comes up with a plan, knows what he's doing, and like knows what's the right thing to do. So he doesn't really hesitate when he thinks that that's the right thing to do, and he doesn't really like take a step back once he have made up his mind. So maybe that's why like he stays in his comfort zone because he's afraid that he might like do something wrong. He wants to make sure that everything is the right thing to do, everything is like certain before he actually proceeds towards it. And then you have the Five of Wands clarified by the Empress. So with the Five of Wands over here, right? Actually, right, I feel like he will fight very hard for your attention. Like he feels like you're very special. He feels like he wants to be the one with you. He will really like not give you up easily to anyone else. And with the Empress over here, he's really very attracted to you. He sees a lot of long-term potential with you. He feels like you're very like nurturing and kind and caring. So it's like I think like immediately when he meets you, he really like express that, oh, okay, I like you, or he will show hints that he's actually attracted to you, and he will try to fight for your attention. Yeah, so maybe like yeah, I will do the long messages for you later. And hi Yvette, Yvette for the free readings there is no list. I'm currently on the donations list first. After that we will do the free readings. So maybe you can come back in about an hour. And then you have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords over here, right, he will really feel quite stuck in his head. Like he will express interest, he will show you that he likes you, but he doesn't really know how to go about it. He doesn't know how to communicate. He doesn't really know how to take action. So you will be a bit like, why is he like so wishy-washy? Or why is like everything like not showing a clear sign? So with the Queen of Swords over here, I feel like you will like put up certain boundaries. You will be quite like critical about him. You will not really like flirt along with him. You'll be like, okay, if you're like this, then I don't want you. You know, that kind of very like strict behavior. Like you either offer me what you can or you don't waste my time. And then you have the Two of Wands clarified by the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords over here, right? Because he's very attracted to you, he likes you, but he doesn't know how to go about it. I think he will like watch your social media a lot, or like if both of you know each other in real life, right? Maybe he'll like kind of like keep picking at you at work or like in daily life. Or like he'll try to get more information about you. But he will not really like take the big step forward. So even if he take like a few steps forward, right, he will be like inching backwards like slowly because he's hesitant, he might be scared of like things not working out. So with the Two of Wands over here, he'll daydream a lot about the future with you. He'll think about like what's gonna happen, what could happen, how it will be like. But he will kind of still be in his comfort zone. Like he's thinking, he's like envisioning, he's planning. But the first step will take a while before it actually happens. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what he will want to say to you. Okay, yeah. So really, like he's not the kind who will really impulsively jump into things. So from the messages, it's like he's really like trying to get more information. He's trying to get to know you before he actually comes forward. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, I'm going to just let it all out and stop over analyzing things. So yeah, eventually it will come to a point where he actually comes forward, he expresses his feelings, he stops like being hesitant or being afraid of what could happen. Then I want to get to know you better before I make the final decision. So yeah, we have the Page of Swords, right? Where he's trying to get more information, he's trying to find out about what you actually do in life or whether like you are seeing anyone else before he actually comes forward fully. When we have Don't Be Needy Love, I want to challenge you to become independent and feel free in our relationship. Yeah, so maybe like he will be the kind who like even though he likes you, he wants to spend time with you, he doesn't really like he's not the very clingy and needy kind. He really like values like independence, both of you having like your time and space to do whatever you want to do. And then we have I'm going to sneak back into your life and pretend nothing ever happened. I know I'm a coward. Yeah, but I feel like this one is more of him like because like initially he will like come forward and express interest, but then he won't be like fully 100% like certain about whether he want to head in that direction first, right? So afterwards when he come back around, he'll be a little guilty, like, oh, I should have made the step first, I should have been more courageous. Then I've been keeping a secret from you and I'm now ready to reveal it to you. So yeah, eventually it will really reach the stage where he wants to be honest, he can't hold back anymore. And I'm going to be that total package for you. You will have it all with me. So yeah, just now we had the Knight of Swords, right? Which is talking about coming up with a plan, being very decisive, really coming forward fully. So it will really reach the stage where he really comes forward to pursue you. He won't like stay in his comfort zone anymore. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what how you can attract this person or how you can make this relationship work. I have a feeling it might be someone you know already. Yeah, then you're just like, don't waste my time. If you like me, just come forward. Okay, so Serena, on the bottom of the deck, right, you have heart, which represents emotions and intuition. So yeah, I feel like this is telling you like when the situation actually arises or whichever love situation you are in, right? Try not to take such a logical, such a cool and harsh approach. Like it's okay to have certain boundaries in order to make sure that the person is not playing around and the person is serious. But also like show your like caring and loving side. and also understand like how you feel and what you want with the person. Don't like always see things like very logically, like think that okay, if this person is like this means he cannot give me happiness. Because like sometimes some people they may put out certain like masks, it's because they are like afraid. But when you get to know them, maybe they are not that kind of person. And only then you will like be able to actually develop the relationship and help the person slowly open up and like move towards a deeper connection. And then you also have flow, so see where it takes you. So yeah, right now, like maybe with regards to your love life, right? Things are like not very like clear. And then you kind of want to know like what's the outcome, what's gonna happen for you, who's gonna be with you. But with flow here is asking you to just go with the flow. Don't put too much expectations on the outcome. Don't put too much expectations on who's coming towards you or who it's gonna be with. So just go with the flow, whoever comes your way. Just like see whether it works out. If it doesn't, then means that there's someone better. If it does, then means you found the right person. Yeah, so just kind of go with the flow. Don't worry too much about what's gonna happen next. Just like let it happen naturally. Okay, so I hope that helps. And then we'll get to your second question. So how does T feel about you? Okay. Okay, so Serena, T actually gives similar vibes to our first reading. Like it might be him or it might be that you're attracting people who actually act the same way. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles shows that right now, right, he's keeping his emotions to himself. He's not revealing much, he's not expressing much. He doesn't want to like let you know how he truly feels towards you. So maybe he hasn't really like voiced it out or he doesn't really show it that obviously. Hey, listen. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Wands. So with the Seven of Pentacles over here, right? I think right now he's not very clear about where the connection is headed towards or what's gonna happen between the two of you. So right now he feels like it's like maybe he should just like start investing and start monitoring what's gonna happen between the two of you before he actually makes up his mind. But clarifying it is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands shows that he's having some sort of like internal conflict. Like he wants to like pursue this or he wants to come forward, but he feels like maybe it's not the right time or he should monitor the situation more first before he actually comes forward. So actually he's having some sort of like internal conflict when he thinks about you and he thinks about the situation. Hi, Heaven. Heaven, I'm doing good. And then you have the star clarified by the Emperor. So with the star over here, right, he really sees you as his wish fulfillment. Like you are like someone that he has been wishing for, or you have traits of his desired partner. It's like maybe the whole connection with you makes him feel very hopeful about love, about where his love life could potentially head towards. But with the Emperor over here, right, he's really not revealing these emotions that much because the Emperor is someone who has a very good control over his emotions. He will not show that he have this type of like lovey-dovey feelings that will help like make his decisions making more like emotion based. Like he will show that he understands what's going on, he understands his situation, he has good control over it. Okay, listen, thank you. I'll add you right after I'm done with this reading. Oh, okay, so long distance. Yeah, so maybe that's why he's waiting to see what's gonna happen. Maybe he has urges to like come forward or like to see you, but maybe because of like the circumstances or the situation, it's making it hard for him to come forward. So he might be feeling quite upset or quite conflicted because of it, but he doesn't want to show that he's that affected. He wants to show that his life is still in control, but deep inside he's like hoping, he's wishing to actually see you again. Heaven, for the free readings, there is no list, but it will be after the donations. Hi, Abby. So you have the Two of Wands clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Two of Wands over here, it shows that he's really thinking about a future with you, about what could happen, about the potential, or maybe just thinking about seeing you again and just like dreaming about it. Because clarifying it is the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles is talking about the end goal, where both of you just like settle down with each other, really reach the stage where the two of you are very familiar with each other, feels like comforted in each other's presence. And it's really the kind of relationship where like he doesn't really have to like be super like romantic or do super like big gestures. It's like he's there with you through like hard times and to like actually ensure the stability of the connection. Yeah, so I think he's thinking a lot about the long-term potential of the connection. But like I said, right now long distance, right? So maybe it's like it's hard for him to actually make it happen. So he's more like in his thoughts, wishing for you, thinking about the next time both of you meet and what could potentially happen. Okay, let's see. Let's see his current energy towards you. Okay, so Serena, on the bottom of the deck, we have temptation. Each day get harder and harder to resist what they know in their heart to be true. They see you as the forbidden fruit. So yeah, he's very tempted to actually like come forward, but maybe because of like the circumstances, it's making it hard for him to actually like come and see you. So yeah, he just feels the pull towards you. He still feels a very strong attraction for you. And then you have new perspective. Yeah, I think maybe the phrase here doesn't really match, but it's just talking about him like seeing things in a new way. Maybe he's seeing the possibility of things actually working out. But previously, because of the long distance, maybe he thought that it wouldn't have worked out well or it couldn't be possible. But right now, he's seeing things differently. He's seeing that there's a possibility of actually like developing this connection in the way he's hoping for. Then you have resistance. They need time to answer the call of their soul and step into higher level of consciousness. So yeah, I feel like this one is just more about his internal conflict, where he's trying to resist the temptation, he's trying to resist the impulses that he has, because he doesn't want to actually like do something wrong that will actually affect the connection. Then you have separation. Okay, yeah. So I feel like this paragraph doesn't really like fit your situation also, but it's more about um like how the energy surrounding your connection right now is the separation, which is the long distance. But it's like right now he's just focusing on himself, focusing on his goals, and I think you're doing the same thing too, until both of you have the chance to actually see each other again. Then you have plotting. They are stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty of options. So yeah, it's like he's starting to strategize, starting to think about how to actually like maybe see you sooner, or like when both of you see each other again, what can he do? How can he impress you and actually win your heart? Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe that's why we have the separation card where he's focusing more on like his work and like his personal goals. And maybe that's why he's resisting the urges because he thinks that he should focus on his work instead of like letting his heart like float elsewhere or his thoughts float out elsewhere where he's like distracted by thoughts about you. Then you have past life. They also recognize your soul from the moment they've met you. They knew you were the one they have been waiting for. So yeah, he really feels a very strong pull and attraction towards you. It's like the connection is more stronger than like yeah, it's just stronger. Okay, so we'll see what he wants to say to you. Then we can pull an oracle. Hi Nabiha. Nabiha, I'm currently on the donations. The free questions will be after the donations. Okay, yeah, Serena. So it's like right now, he really does still think about you, even though both of you have not communicated. But he's trying not to. That's why we had the Emperor, but he's trying to put up a front to show that his emotions are in control and he's like knows what he's doing. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we have I have doubt. So yeah, it's like sometimes maybe like he'll start to doubt whether things can actually work out or whether like when both of you meet again you will still be like you will still have feelings for him or whether things can still work out or have you moved on. Then we have I feel like I can't communicate. So yeah, he doesn't really know how to express how he feels or what's going on. So maybe that's why he's choosing to like put his focus to work instead of like trying to communicate and thinking about like really feeling the temptation and pull towards you. Hi Mila, welcome. And then you have maybe. So yeah, just now we had the I have doubts, right? So he's thinking about the possibility of like a future connection or commitment with you, but he's not super certain that things can actually work out. And I can't stop thinking about you. So yeah, he does think about you, he does daydream about the future with you. And we need more quality time. So yeah, he wants to see you again, he wants to spend time with you. And we have I'm running from my feelings. So yeah, he really does think about you, he misses you, he wants to spend time with you, but he tries to run away from these feelings because maybe right now it's making it like his work situation or his circumstances is making it hard for him to actually come forward. Then let's see what's your advice. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe you can reach out and just see how he's doing or like just like try to keep the conversation going. Yeah, because he has these like positive feelings towards you, he thinks about you, but he's like doubting whether things can actually work out. Okay, so for your advice, you have the celebrating simplicity. This is talking about being more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. So when there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find the time to take everything in. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated and you glean the most benefit from your reality. So yeah, I feel like this is saying like maybe don't overcomplicate stuff. Like maybe sometimes like when you talk to him or like when you are in any connection, you will start to think about this and that, and then like you will start to worry, or you really start to think about like super serious stuff already. But I think this is talking about like really just appreciating like the simple things in the connection, maybe like how pure things are right now, maybe just keeping the conversation going, or just like checking up on each other. Like don't like overcomplicate stuff, and then maybe you will feel more like you won't worry too much about like what's gonna happen next. You will just like be present in the moment and enjoy what is going on for you. Yeah, so I think maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. Like he seems kind of busy, or he's trying to focus on his own goals, but he does think about you, so I don't think he will react negatively. Okay, so Serena, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, then let me update the list first. No problem, Serena. Okay, so next we have Siba. Okay, so Leo's current energy and yeah, messages, no problem. Oh yeah, his birthday is coming, right? My birthday is in a week. Oh, thank you, Alison. Okay, maybe we can see like what's your advice with regards to wishing him later on. Then we'll see which one is better for you. Yeah, I remember you told me. Then you wanted to get back at him and not wish him. Okay, so Siba, for Leo, right, he still has a lot of feelings towards you, despite like both of you not communicating and things like that. But right now, it seems like he's very stuck in his head. He's like worrying about the situation. He's trying not to actually jump into it, despite still having love towards you. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords shows that he's in a period of like anxiety and worries. He keeps thinking about like what's gonna happen. He keeps thinking about like maybe there are urges that he have about coming forward, but he thinks about like he he thinks that the worst will happen. So he's like worrying about it. He's worrying about your impression of him. He's worrying about the outcome. So right now, like overall, his energy towards you is a lot of like anxiety, a lot of worries that is actually holding him back from coming forward. Then you have the justice clarified by the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups over here, right now he's really in a period where he's focusing more on like what he has lost. Oops, okay, give me a moment. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, he's focusing more on like what he has lost. He's focusing on the disappointment and like things that he regrets, things that he feels like upset about in the connection. And with the justice over here, he's trying to ensure that things are fair and balanced between the two of you. Like right now, he's really taking a more logical approach. So the feelings are still there, the emotions are still there, but he's thinking about how to like keep things in a more logical way. Like what he thinks is the right thing to do, what he thinks is fair between the two of you. Yeah, cause he's like resisting his emotions. Okay, cause in the third set of cards we have the Four of Cups. So he knows that like the connection is there, he knows that the emotions are there, but he's trying to focus on like the bad things or what went wrong instead of like actually coming back together and working on the connection. Because he's like up in his head worrying about the situation. So I think like sometimes when they get into this energy of like worrying and anxiety, they will try to like just not think about you, not see your stuff so that you wouldn't like pop up in their head. Yeah, because you have the lovers clarified by the Page of Cups. So with the lovers over here, he really does still feel the connection to you. He has feelings towards you. He still feels some sort of bond or some sort of like emotions for you. But with the Page of Cups over here, right, he may be holding back because of some fears or insecurities that he has. So right now, whatever he wants to do, whatever he wishes to do, are more of like in his imagination instead of him actually taking action to like act upon his emotions. Yeah, correct. Because he keeps focusing on like maybe things will not be the same again or whatever happened was in the past and it wouldn't happen again. So right now maybe like when he sees you he gets very hopeful. He thinks like okay there's potential or let's come back together and he doesn't want to focus on it. Yeah, and then you have the Four of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups. So with the Four of Cups over here, right? I feel like he still knows that you have emotions towards him. He knows that like you're kind of still like waiting on him, that kind of thing. But right now he's focusing on like what went wrong in the connection. He's trying not to accept whatever is being offered or trying not to think about actually coming forward with an offer. Because with the Knight of Cups over here, I feel like there are times where he has urges to come forward to actually tell you that he still has feelings for you and like really get the connection going again. But right now it's like he's more in a period of like feeling very discontented and dissatisfied, but not trying to act upon it and not trying to see what is the good in the situation because he's focusing more on like things not working out. Okay, let's see what's his current energy towards you. Okay, so Siba, on the bottom of the deck, you have mixed signals. That cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. Yeah, I feel like this is more of saying like him like right now he's not sure about whether he has the courage to actually push forward or he wants to stay in his comfort zone. So it's like he's kind of sending out mixed signals despite still having interest towards you. Like you say that he isn't singing your story anymore, right? So he's like pulling away, like really giving you a sign that maybe he's not that interested anymore. But it's just more of him like trying to understand what he truly wants and trying to understand what he should do. Then you have mysterious one. The mystery of you intrigue them. You keep them guessing and engaged, very different from the rest. So yeah, he's still very attracted to you. He like the mysterious side of you where he's like trying to find out more about you or trying to understand you better. So yeah, I feel like the attraction is still there and just now based on his energy, the emotions are still there. It's just that he's trying to resist it. And then you have frequency. They are aligning to the frequency of love and operating at a high frequency vibration with openness to receiving. So yeah, I feel like maybe because you have like you're focusing on yourself and like your vibration is like higher right now because you're doing the things you like, or you're not really like moaning over like what's gonna happen or what's going on. So actually maybe your frequency is now like at a higher vibration. But for him he's still like more of like at a stage where he's like upset about what has went wrong, really focusing on the negatives instead of the positive. So yeah, I feel like this card is just saying that right now it still will take some time for his frequency to actually hit like your vibrational frequency. And that is when both of you will actually like align. Yeah, but it's not telling you to like, okay, you start mourning and start grieving also, so both of you will meet. It's more of like he has to kind of do something on his end because like a connection is a two-person thing, right? So cannot be like you are like progressing forward, but he's always in this negative state. So it really requires him to actually like up his vibration and like really try to see things differently instead of the way he's always seeing things before you all can like reconnect. Yeah, and then you have awakening. The awakening process has begun. They now hold a new understanding of love and recognize the connection. So yeah, he's starting to understand that he really has deep feelings towards you. He's starting to understand the importance of this connection for him. And then you have choices. There is a choice they have to make. They know time is not on their side and risk losing you forever if they don't. So yeah, that's why it's like he kind of know that he has this risk of actually losing you and he knows that he had to make a choice soon. So I think that's why like he's starting to understand the connection and starting to understand the importance of this connection to him. And then you have unfounded fear. They are afraid to trust and get hurt. The illusion is keeping them locked in anxiety, unable to act upon their love. So yeah, just now you had the Nine of Swords, right, where there is a lot of anxiety. I think he fears things going wrong. He fears that when he start trusting the situation again, it may not turn out in the way he's hoping for. So right now, what is holding him back from actually coming forward to make a full choice is because of his fears and his anxiety. Yeah, but I think he knows that like you have options and like you wouldn't wait around forever for him. Okay, let's see what he wants to say to you. Then we can see if it's better for you to message him or to not message him. Aditi, I'm taking donations. If you're here for the free readings, it will be after the donations. Donation list is still open. Hi, Gita. I'm currently on the donations. The free questions will be after the donations. So if you want, probably can come back in about an hour. I'll be doing the free questions if there aren't any more donations. Okay, so Siba, on the bottom of the deck, money is affecting our relationship. I feel like right now his focus is more on his finances and his career because that is the aspect that actually gives him the confidence and make him feel like he's more stable to actually consider relationship. So maybe right now, maybe his business side is like things are not that stable, so he's like a bit worried, and that is affecting his confidence to actually come forward. Or maybe it's like he just wants to focus more on his finances right now. He doesn't want to think about a relationship. And I'm so attracted to you. So yeah, the attraction is still there, the pull towards you is still there, but right now he's like resisting because the anxiety is like covering the love that he have for you. Yeah, correct. So right now, maybe like it's really affecting his confidence. And you know how like guys, they usually will only come forward if they feel like maybe like 85% to 90% confident that their life is in order. Maybe not that high, maybe 80%. Yeah, but maybe right now it's like it hasn't really reached that stage. So he's afraid that when he comes forward, maybe like he doesn't feel confident that you will actually like him that way. Then we have I think I'm falling in love. So yeah, the love is there. Like I feel like this card is talking about like the emotions actually growing, despite both of you not being in communication. He still like feels the love. He still feels the emotions for you. Then the past is affecting the present. So yeah, that's why right now his anxiety and his fears may be because of what happened in the past. But I feel like this is not something that you should bring. I can't speak today. It's not something you should blame yourself about because like it's really a fear and something that he have to overcome by himself, and it's not something that you can do or you can tell him and make him believe you. It's more of like his like security or his insecurities and his confidence in order to trust that like the same thing won't repeat itself, or like not letting the past haunt him anymore. When we have come so far together. So he acknowledges that both of you went through a lot together, and like it wouldn't be like it would be quite wasted to just give up on the connection now because of like whatever has been built and the emotions you all have towards each other. Then I can't get the words out right. So he doesn't know how to express how he feels or what he wants in the situation. That's why he's just choosing to like sort of take a step back. Okay, let's see the outcome if you wish him and the outcome if you don't. And we can see how he react also. Okay. Okay, so right, Siba, I feel like even if you wish him, like there wouldn't be much changes in the situation. Yeah, cause the way I asked about like what actions he will take if you wish him and what actions will he take if you don't, it seems like both are like just very neutral. Like there wouldn't be any like big jump or trying to reconnect or trying to do anything about it. Yeah, so ultimately still kind of up to you, but I'll just tell you what I got. So for wishing him right, I have the high priestess. So the high priestess always talks about things like being at a state where it's like very mysterious. You don't really know what's gonna happen next. You don't really know where things are going. There's this sort of like you kind of feel a sort of like excitement because you'll be like, okay, maybe things are going somewhere. But after that, it's like things are still very cloudy. It wouldn't be very clear. And then I think it will kind of still reach back at a stage where it is right now. Yeah, and then I asked about his actions if you wish him, right? We had the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. So the Two of Swords over here, right, shows like someone like he knows where his heart is calling him towards. So I feel like when you wish him, right, then he will feel this draw towards you. He'll want to reconnect. He'll want to get the conversation going again. But he will kind of resist it. He will willingly put things like at a pause. He will leave it stagnant because he doesn't want to follow where his heart is calling him towards. He doesn't want to make a decision yet. But with the Four of Swords here, the Four of Swords is talking about like resting, talking about healing. So maybe it will help to heal the situation, but it will not really change it because Four of Swords is more of like being at a period of rest, things being very peaceful, things being very like there's no momentum, and he just like he's okay with leaving things as it is. And then for not wishing him right, we had the Six of Cups, which represents serenity and healing. So I feel like because you did not reach out to him and like both of you are not communicating, the two of you will be more of like in your thoughts, like really reminiscing the past, thinking about what happened in the past, and kind of like missing the past. And then for his actions, right? You had the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So with the Five of Pentacles over here, it's talking about being left out in the cold. So he will really start to like moan more. He'll think about like, oh, I've lost this connection. Things are not going to work out anymore. And he will just feel like, okay, I should leave it as it is. But he will feel quite upset. But with the Seven of Swords over here, the Seven of Swords shows that he will not really be honest with how he feels. So despite knowing that he wants to like reconnect, despite knowing that he's upset because you didn't wish him, he still will not come forward. He will still like be hot and cold. He will like try to like run away from his emotions and run away from the situation. Yeah, so it's kind of like up to you. Like if you're okay with like having those like mysterious situation where you don't really know where things are headed but you're not going to get affected by it, then I think it's okay to wish him to actually ensure the connection is still there. But if you don't wish him right, it seems like he'll be quite upset, but he'll focus more on like what he has lost. So it's like his energy will become a little more worse because he will be like, okay, really things are over now. It will never happen again. Yeah, so really ultimately the decision is up to you. But if you still feel something for him and you still care about how he feels, maybe you can reach out to wish him. Like don't think about oh he didn't wish me so I want to get back at him. Like just be the bigger person. Like however he's acting right doesn't mean that you have to act the same way and change who you are. If you know that you are like open to it, you care about his emotions, then don't lose your caring self just because of what he did. Yeah, it's like how like sometimes like some people then maybe they talk bad about you, then it doesn't mean that you have to like talk bad about them to like get back at them, right? You must show that you are like the bigger person. You're like, okay, like whatever you say is not true. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, correct. So if you feel like you want to wish him, you care about his feelings, then just like wish him, but don't put too much expectations on things actually changing or things like progressing forward, because it seems like he'll still be quite resistant, but he will be like, okay, maybe like I don't have to worry too much anymore. Okay, Siba, so I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation and update me. No problem, Siba. Okay, hi Chloe. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so how did I feel when he saw and chatted with you? Oh, both of you spoke. Okay. Okay, can. Okay, let's see. So how he felt. Okay, Chloe, no problem. Oh, hi, BT. Oh, BT, I will send you your reading right after the live. I actually got it up already, but then just now my computer was lagging. So, yeah, right after the live, I'll send you the one that you bought. Then, yeah. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Oh, I forgot to edit. Never mind. Happy seeing you here. Okay, so Cleo, it's like his feelings towards you, there's not a super big change, but it seems like right now, like I think you're right, like it kind of changed a little, but it's not like super big until like he's really like coming forward like full on already. It seems like he's still in a decision making phase, but yeah, it's better. Okay, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck you have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands talks about communication, talks about forward movement. So yeah, you mentioned that both of you chat over Zoom, right? So maybe this is just talking about like he feels like both of you are starting to like build the connection together. There is communication. Things are kind of like moving forward in the connection. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing the first question. Okay, yeah. So how he feels, right? We have the hangman clarified by the king of cups. So with the hangman over here, right, is talking about looking at things at a different perspective. So right now it's like maybe there isn't much changes, there isn't much progression in the connection yet, but it's like he starts thinking about like the possibilities. He starts seeing things differently instead of in the way he has been seeing things in the past. Because with the King of Cups here, the King of Cups shows that right now he's trying to deal with everything in a very mature way. He feels emotions towards you. He feels like attraction for you, but he doesn't want to be too led by his emotions. He wants to have a proper balance between his logical mind and his emotional side. So right now, I think because of his past, he really like know about what he wants in love, and like he knows that he shouldn't rush into things so quickly. So he's really like taking this more mature approach in dealing with the situation, and this is how he feels is like the right way to proceed forward. And then you have the Page of Wands clarified by the moon. So with the Page of Wands over here, right, it's talking about him feeling like the passion start to build up, because the Page of Wands usually talk about like in the connection both of you like are sort of like flirting a little, and then like it's like keeping him on his toes. He doesn't know what's gonna happen next. He's not certain about where things are headed towards, but he's excited about the possibilities, and he's willing to give it a shot to see like where things could go. But it's not really like him like confirm like, okay, I want to head in this direction. It's just him like being open to where things are headed towards, but he's still kind of like finding his way in the connection. Because clarifying it is the moon, so the moon is talking about being in a state of like confusion, feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, not knowing like where things are headed towards, and having very clouded vision. So I think in the past when we did readings on him, he always get the moon, so he's like confused. He doesn't know what he wants. But right now, I think he feels like he's starting to step up from that energy. He's starting to like feel the passion and feel the openness to actually build on the connection. Yeah, correct. So now he's like, okay, let's just take things as it comes. Like he's not really resisting that much anymore. And then you have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Fool. So with the Seven of Cups over here, right? He's still feeling a little indecisive. He's not sure if he's actually seeing things as it is, or there is like something else that he's supposed to do and he's not supposed to invest in a connection. So yeah, Seven of Cups talks about like making choices, trying to see through illusions, trying to decipher what is the right thing to do. So right now he's still in this like decision making phase because he's not sure about whether what he feels is right or whether he should act upon these emotions that he feels. So with the Fool over here, the Fool shows that he has this like urge to actually take a leap of faith, to trust that things will actually turn out well with you, or just trust that whatever happens is like it will be a good outcome. But right now it's like he's still a little hesitant to actually jump straight into things. He's just like open to like flirting, open to communicating, but he doesn't want to make a solid decision yet because he hasn't really made up his mind. Yeah, correct. That's why I think right now he's still trying to decide, but he doesn't want to step so quickly into things yet. So even if like you're talking about meeting more, right? He doesn't want to like jump so quickly into meeting so much yet. He still wants to like analyze the situation, ensure that he's making the right choice before he actually jump into things. Yeah, but you're right. His energy became better. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he wants to say to you. Yeah, I think even if as like meeting as friends, right, is like he's still trying to make a choice, like he's trying to see things clearly. I think he's the kind who like doesn't really take risks. So even like maybe developing a friendship, right? But because he has feelings for you, so it's not really like just purely like, oh, let's just be friends. Like he does feel something for you. That's why it's making him a little like let's let's think about it first before we actually start to interact more. You know, that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, that's why he really enjoys like spending time with you with the page of wands there. I think he likes the interaction. He likes like the excitement and like you're sort of like keeping him on his toes. So he's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? What's the possibility? Like it's like there's this sort of like excitement building up. But he's still a little um in a decision making phase about whether he wants to continue building on this connection. Yeah, but it's a lot better. But he's starting to see things differently. Okay, clear. So on the bottom of the deck, you have I dream about you. So yeah, he's now like dreaming about the possibilities about a future connection with you, what could happen, or maybe he thinks about like meeting you like in real life or things like that. Like he's really like thinking about it, he's dreaming about it. Then we have I'm insecure. So yeah, right now maybe he's a little hesitant because he's afraid that like maybe your impression of him may not be as good as he hoped for. He may have some insecurities or some confidence issue that he still has to overcome before he comes forward like 100%. Then we have no, not right now. So yeah, I know that you were talking about like building on a friendship, right? But like on his end, he does have feelings for you. So that's why he may be a little hesitant to actually develop things like that, like at a friendship kind of level. Because like I think like when he get to know you, when he interact more with you, there's this urge and there's this pull to actually take things to the next level. But right now he knows that he's not ready for it. But then next month still has some time, right? So like don't take it as him like wanting to reject it. I think like he still needs time to like make a decision before he actually like invest into anything. Even if it's just a friendship, he still needs to like make a decision. Then I don't know how to say it. So yeah, he doesn't know how to tell you like how he feels or what's going on because he himself is a little confused by his emotions. But right now he's getting better. I think he's moving away from the confusion, but he still needs some time before he actually see things clearly. Here we have Let's Go on an Adventure. So yeah, just now you had the Page of Wands where everything is very light-hearted, very flirty. He's very open to the development of things. He's very excited for the possibilities. Then I'm worried about what you think of me. So yeah, he's like he wants to ensure that you have a good impression of him. He doesn't want you to like not like him because he likes you. But like yeah, he's just like I think he's worrying for nothing, but it's something that he have to overcome himself. It's not something that you can tell him like, okay, don't worry, I like you. Like it's really something that he have to find the confidence in by himself before he comes forward. Yeah, I think he does have romantic feelings towards you, but it's not like super like as in like super like confirm strong like love that kind of stuff. It's just more like I kind of like you, like maybe like 30%, and like things can develop, but like he wants to be sure that this is what he wants. Yeah. Yeah, but he does have romantic interest towards you. Like there's this like attraction and there's this bond. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, I plan on having a mutual friend connect us. I fear your rejection. So yeah, it's like yeah, you were talking about really building on friendship first, but because he has feelings for you, so he's scared that when he develop too much feelings towards you, then you'll be like, oh, okay, we're just friends. Yeah, so that's why he may be a little hesitant to actually come forward and build on a friendship first. Then we have I can't be your friend anymore, we need to become something more. So yeah, it's like there's this urge to actually like have a like connection with you or a deeper connection. That's why he's hesitant. So it's not because you're pressurizing him or it's not because he's like concerned about what you want. It's because he wants it. Yeah, but like yeah, it's like how do I say it? But it's not something that you can tell him like, okay, let's just like get together because I think he'll freak out. Like you have to let him like really understand how he feels, understand the situation, and like let him guide the pace. Yeah. And then we have I'm tracking you down to reunite. I've been thinking a lot about you. I think this is more about like him like seeing you on Zoom again, or him like actually seeing you in real life. He's thinking about you. He wants to like see you again, or actually like talk to you again. Then I'm making changes in my behavior and habits. You deserve better. So yeah, right now because he's insecure, right? He's not able to be an ideal partner for you. So he wants to ensure that he's like really 100% good. He can be like a good boyfriend or things like that before he comes forward. And the giraffe is waiting for the turtle. Then let's go out for a drink. Careful not to have regrets the next morning. So yeah, this one is more like not just like you have the let's go on an adventure. Like he wants to keep things lighthearted. He doesn't want to think about the serious stuff yet. He just wants to spend time with you. He wants to enjoy the time spent with you before he thinks about the serious stuff. And then I want to reach out to you, but you send me mixed signals. I want to be certain you want me to. Yeah, I think he's just being in his head. Like he's not sure whether you are actually really interested, or it's just him like having illusions, or like just thinking in his head. So right now it's like he really wants to be 100% certain before he comes forward, build on the friendship, and actually let those emotions develop um before he like develop the connection. Okay, let's see what's your advice. Yeah, correct. And I think like if let's say you decide to like be courageous and be the one who take the step forward, he might freak out. So like really just let him slowly build on his courage, slowly build on his confidence, and let him overcome his insecurities. Yeah, because I think for your past few readings also we keep getting that he may have some insecurities that is making it hard for him to come forward. Okay, for that, right, I don't think so. Because I think previously you asked, right? Like, he desires a relationship, he desires a connection, but right now it's like his focus isn't that. So it's like, if let's say he really wants a relationship, he will go to you first. He wouldn't like look for other people first. So right now, whoever he interacts with is just like maybe to help him boost his self esteem, or maybe they are just friends. It's not really someone that he's interested in, or he wants like a relationship with. Okay, can, no problem. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have you are safe. The universe has your back. So yeah, this is saying that like you are you are being divinely like protected. Whatever happens is like it's meant to happen. You don't have to worry about doing the wrong thing. You don't have to worry about messing things up. So like right now, whatever you do, right, just be free to do like what you will naturally do. Don't keep thinking about like the negatives or like if I do this, will this happen? Will I ruin things and things like that? Just be just trust that the universe has your back. Whatever happens is like for your highest good. And then you also have gratitude, appreciate present blessings. So yeah, right now things are getting better with him, right? But it's like I think you will kind of get to a stage where you're like hoping for more and like you'll be like, oh, why isn't it happening yet? There'll be some sort of like impatience that may start to build up. But I feel like this card is telling you to remember to be in a state of gratitude. Just appreciate whatever is going on. If let's say he's communicating more, don't like expect more. Just like be happy that okay, like he's opening up, things are getting better. Because only when you're in a state of gratitude, that is when you will attract more like abundance into your life and you will attract more of the things that you want. Okay, then let's see. Okay, let's see your question. Show me yes. Show me no. Do you want to answer me today? Thank you. Is why romantically interested in other girls? See, Clara, getting such a big no. So yeah, he's really not interested in other girls. Don't add unnecessary worries to your situation and don't manifest it. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get to your second question. So yeah, I think we can ask about what are his next actions towards you and then whether he will ask you to be his girlfriend. Okay. And when. Okay. Yeah, sure you can. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Cleo. Okay, so for his next actions, right, I don't think there will be much like big actions or him showing that he's very interested, but he will really like start to build on the connection with you and set the foundation with you. I think he'll be open to communicating also. But when I ask about whether he will ask you to be his girlfriend, right? We're not getting a yes for now. But like I don't really predict like so like in the future, like 1, 2 years, that kind of thing. Like it's more like the current energy that he's in and what's the most possible thing that he will do right now. So it's not saying that he won't, it's just that right now, based on whatever is going on with him and whatever is going on in the situation, it seems like he will not ask you to be in a relationship with him yet. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands again. So the Eight of Wands is talking about communication, talking about things like slowly building up and the momentum building up in the connection. So yeah, it's like he'll be open to communicating. He'll be open to actually building on a connection with you. And then you have the Ten of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups over here, right, it's like he will be mostly in his head about the situation. Like he'll imagine the possibilities, he'll think about the relationship, he'll like daydream and he'll think about stuff. But with the Ten of Swords over here, he may have some fears of things like actually like ending or things like actually turning out in a way he didn't expect. So it's like he will hold back because of some fears and insecurities that he has, because he's scared that things may not turn out in the way he's hoping for. So he's like, okay, let's just think about it first. Let's just imagine the best possible scenario, but he doesn't really want to take action to make it happen yet. Yeah, correct. So he's like open to build on the connection, but it will not happen like as fast as you hope, or like maybe it will still take some time, but then like this may change once both of you really get to know each other and the connection start to build up. His energy may change into a quicker pace. I wish. Wish you didn't reply my message. Yeah, I don't think within the next 3 to 5-ish months. But it might change because like how like humans, our feelings always change, our decisions always change. So this is really just the most possible outcome based on what is going on right now. Yeah, correct. Yeah, wish you didn't reply me. But then I didn't reply you first. Oops. Okay, yeah. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune reverse clarified by the King of Wands. So with the Wheel of Fortune reverse over here, right? It's talking about him like resisting taking action or resisting like going with the flow. So it's like one part of him is like trying to control things. He's trying not to like let things develop too quickly. He's trying to make this and that go this way. He's not really wanting to like let things progress too quickly or let things like develop too quickly. I think because he has feelings for you already, right? So it might develop like at a quite a fast pace. So it's like his next actions will be kind of resisting this like quick growth or this like thing progressing. And then with the King of Wands, yeah, the King of Wands is usually talking about someone really taking the first step, really pursuing you and making things happen. So it's like I feel like there will be the urge there will be the passion and the desire, but he will kind of resist like jumping too quickly into things. Then you have the Four of Wands clarified by the Six of Cups. So with the Four of Wands over here, right, it's talking about setting a stable foundation in the connection and kind of like committing to whatever he has set his eyes to. So yeah, I feel like he will really put in the effort to build on a connection with you, really like be there for you, get to know you, get to ensure that this connection is not one that is built on shaky ground. And clarifying it is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is talking about the feelings of like comfort, home, and familiarity. So this is something that he will like work towards building with you and ensuring that this connection is like mutual, both of you really give in, like there's equal give and take, and you are like really build on the bond and connection together. Yeah, because for the part about him asking you to be his girlfriend, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So Nine of Pentacles usually talks about like independence, really like being confident and stable on your own and being single. And the Three of Swords here is usually talking about some sort of like sadness, some sort of like sadness or some sort of like separation or disappointment. So yeah, I feel like if you're expecting him to like ask you to be his girlfriend, right, it may not happen that soon because he's still like appreciating his like independence or wanting to be independent as of right now. Okay, let's see roughly when. But then again, this is based on the current energy, so it's not really like fixed that he will ask during this period. It might be slightly later or slightly earlier. Show me yes. Show me no. Do you want to answer me today? Thank you. Will Y ask Cleo to be his girlfriend before the end of this year? Will he ask Cleo to be his girlfriend early next year? Will it be before Valentine's Day? Before March? Okay, yeah. So yeah, we have what did we get? Oh, for and before the end of this year it was a no, but it's a small no, so there's possibility of things changing. But what I'm getting seems to be like end February, like before March. Yeah, which is better than what we got the previous time. I think the previous time we had like late next year, right? So yeah, it's like really energy will keep changing. It's like he might change his mind, he might make a different decision and things like that. Yeah, but it's better. Okay, let's see what you should know about the connection. Yeah, I think maybe just nice you picked a date where like he was very confused, he was very overwhelmed. So his energy was like, okay, let's not think about it until late next year. Yeah, but right now it seems better, even though it's not by the end of this year, but it seems like it will be early next year. Hi Gerard. Yeah, that day our question didn't post. Which can, no problem. Go and eat your lunch. Okay, yeah, so Cleo, I was asking about like what's the like energy in your connection, or what you should know about what's gonna happen like moving forward, right? Again, on the bottom of the deck, you have communication. So yeah, just now I think for your first two questions, the bottom of the deck was Eight of Wands, right? Which also represents communication. So yeah, I think between the two of you, like maybe both of you will not meet that often, but the communication will start to build up. Both of you will really like start to like get to know each other, start to text more, and see where things go from there. And then you also have effort. So yeah, it's like he will really put in the effort to invest in the connection with you. And I think on your end, you will also put in the effort to like be patient or see where things go with him. And I think that's quite a good sign because it shows that there will be like mutual effort. The two of you will really like try to make this connection work out and see where things go with each other. Yeah, so it seems not bad. Just like stay positive, just kind of move according to his footsteps and let him like slowly overcome his insecurities before he actually come forward and take the lead. Okay, so your third question. How will your essay interview and law interview turn out? Will I get entered into law school this year? Also, there's two different interviews. The interview and law. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So there's two part. Okay, got it. Can you hear the background noise? Oh, Oh, okay, so you haven't went for the interview. Okay. Okay, let me tell her to lower her volume. You give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, next month. Okay, okay, got it. Hi, Happiness. Happiness, I'm currently on the donations. 3 questions will be after the donations. Okay, so Cleo, I feel like, right, you will be able to get in, you'll probably be able to get in this year. It seems like the, what's this, the essay and the interview will both go quite well. Like, you wouldn't be worried after it, and you will feel like, okay, I did it. Like, I don't think that I screwed up. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups represents like kind of like being curious about what's lying next for you, having this sort of like interest towards the topic slowly developing. You may not be super experienced in this field, like you didn't really like go through like maybe before that like some people they have like some experience in like school already, but this is something that is like relatively new for you, or it's like a new venture for you, but it's like it's the start of something. It's the start of your interest, it's the start of this like adventure for you. I feel like it's a yes. Yeah, so it's like I wanna say something. Like don't like just continue doing what you have been doing, prepare for it. Don't keep expecting the worst to happen. Oh, but then if you don't get in, right, do they tell you why or they just tell you that okay you didn't get it? Okay, cause for your what's this? Your essay, right? You have the World and the Four of Swords. So the World over here, right, is talking about completion, talking about really seeing the reward from something that you have been putting effort into, and like basically just like having this sense of like completion and really getting the result out of something you have been putting effort in. Yeah, and the Four of Swords over here, the Four of Swords is talking about a period of rest, a period where you are no longer worried. Everything is very peaceful for you. You are at ease with whatever you have submitted. You don't feel worried about like giving the wrong answer or like screwing up the paper. Yeah, so it seems like the essay will be quite good. I think after you complete it, right, you will feel like okay, I have put in the effort, I did whatever I can do, and like you wouldn't be too worried about it after you have completed it. Oh, so you think that you didn't get it last year because of what you said. Is that right? Because for your interview outcome, right, we have the magician and the two of swords reverse. So the magician over here is saying that you have the abilities to manifest whatever outcome you desire, and you kind of already know what's the right thing to do. You already know like based on your context, right, you know like what you shouldn't say, or you kind of already have the experience. So the magician over here is saying that whatever you desire, right, you are actually able to manifest it. You are able to make it come to fruition. And with the Two of Swords reverse over here, the Two of Swords reverse is talking about you really being very decisive about what you want. I think during the interview, you will know what you want to say. You will not be like hesitant. You will not have any like stagnancy. You will have this very clear goal about like what you want to achieve once you like start the interview. And like whatever you're answering is exactly what you know that you want to achieve. Yeah, and then for the like, I asked about whether you will get admitted into law school this year, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune, right, is talking about things like turning in your favor. Maybe like you see the previous year you didn't get it, right? So things were a little down for you. But the wheel will start spinning. You will start to see positive things happen for you. And whatever you're hoping for, if you're putting effort towards it and you're really like using your past experiences to like change the outcome of whatever is gonna happen. Then we have the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands is usually talking about victory and talking about success. So whatever you're hoping for, whatever you've been putting effort into, you will really start to see the result from it. Yeah, so I think like whatever you have been preparing, whatever you have been doing for the interview or for the essay, right? Just continue what you have been doing. And I think because you took it last year, you kind of already had the experience. So just know that you're able to make the outcome in your favor. Okay, let's pull a spirit animal card for you. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the raven, which represents wise woman. So a change is coming. So whatever is in your situation right now, right, maybe it's like a little mysterious. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're um like you kind of know that there may be changes happening, but it's like things are still very unseen. It's like the path is not very clear yet. You don't know if like you will actually get in. You don't know what's the actual outcome, but you know that you're putting in effort. So this is saying that a change is coming for you. Just continue putting in the effort that you have been putting and just like anticipate this change. Because you also have the ladybird, which represents luck. So all of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So things are slowly like turning in your favor. Whatever you have been hoping for, whatever you have been manifesting, you will start to see good luck coming your way. And like everything is actually what you have been hoping for. So make sure that you are not manifesting like negative thoughts. You are not like thinking the worst and expecting the worst because you may accidentally manifest this into reality. Okay, then let's see what's your advice. No problem. But that's really the card that came out for you. I didn't say okay, luck come out for kill. Okay, so Cleo, for your advice, right, on the bottom of the deck you have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords usually talks about like preparing for the worst before it happens, feeling very defeated, feeling like the worst will happen for you and things will not go your way. So kind of putting up your defenses. But I feel like overall it's telling you to like put down those defenses. Don't always expect the worst to happen. Yeah, like I think it's kind of in line with what we got just now. Like don't keep thinking that okay, I won't get it again or I will mess up again because that will make you like actually go into the interview with this type of like negative mindset and it will affect like whatever you say, and it will not be your authentic self. And I think just now you had a magician, right? Which is saying that you have the abilities to actually manifest whatever you desire. So know that everything is in your hands. You are the one in control of what's gonna happen or what's in your reality. And then you have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So with the Eight of Swords over here, right, it's telling you to kind of like release the blindfold. I think like right now you feel like, okay, maybe your circumstances are a little stuck. Like whatever happens next is really up to the examiners. You don't have control over it. No matter how much you want this, you just feel very stuck in your own situation. You feel like, okay, I can just do it, and then like I can just like pray, and then everything is in the examiner's hands, or whoever is like um what's that word? Whoever is managing the interview. But this is saying that actually everything is in your hands. However you want things to go, right? Once you are prepared for it, once you are confident, once you know what you are doing, actually everything is up to you. That you can actually make it happen. It's not like the ball is in your court. And then with the Ten of Cups here, the Ten of Cups is saying that eventually you will actually reach this stage where you are no longer experiencing these hardships. You feel very satisfied with your current situation. You feel very happy because you have actually achieved whatever you want. So you see the Ten of Cups is actually waiting for you, but it's really up to you to get out of like your mental prison to actually see that you have control over what is gonna happen next and actually make it happen for yourself. Yeah, so it actually seems quite well. I'm getting a lot of good cards. It seems like you actually have the ability to like get in, and like whatever you have been preparing, it's substantial. As in whatever you're doing is correct. So don't doubt yourself and just like be confident. So you don't keep thinking that okay I messed up last year, so this year I need to be very cautious. Just like do whatever you know is right, and then things will unfold in the way you have been hoping for. No problem, Phil. Okay, so next up we have Alison. Alison, thank you for waiting. Okay, guys, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. I also need to charge my phone. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so your first question is okay, so why do your ex try to connect with you on social media? Okay. Okay, so listen, overall I think right, he might be finding it hard to actually move on completely from you. Maybe there was a period of time where he was like okay, he was doing okay, but right now it's like he's he feels drawn back to it, so he wanted to see whether things can slowly grow from here or whether there's still the possibility of reconnecting. Yeah, because on the bottom of the deck, right, we had the Ace of Swords reverse. So the Ace of Swords reverse is talking about like him being very unclear about like what he wants and like what's going on in the situation. So I don't know how long it has been since both of you broke up, but it seems like he still doesn't really know whether he wants to give up on the connection entirely or like there's still a possibility for like reconnection or whether things are really over between the two of you. So he's trying to like connect to see whether like things are like whatever it it seems on the surface, or there's still the possibility of like reconnecting and trying to grow the relationship again. Is this the same guy you always ask about, or is it another ex? Because they always seem like they're pestering you. Okay, and then you have the chariot reverse clarified by the three of wands. So with the chariot reverse over here, right, it shows that he doesn't really know which direction he's headed towards. He doesn't know if he really want to end things for real. It's like he's having difficulty moving forward. He feels a little stuck. He feels like he doesn't know whether this is truly what he wants or what he wants to pursue. Because clarifying it is the three of wands, the three of wands shows that he's kind of still waiting for like something to happen between the two of you, or waiting to actually reconnect with you. So I think because he kept waiting, because he kept like hoping, he realized things are not happening and he feels very stuck. That's why he thinks that he have to be the one who initiates some sort of change in order to see where things can head towards. Yeah, they're like always pestering you, and it's like when things are over and you're moving on, you're happy with your life, then they're like, okay, let's like test the waters, let's see if we can reconnect and like get things going again. It's like it's always the same pattern. And then you have the Five of Swords clarified by the Emperor. So with the Five of Swords over here, right, he felt very defeated in the situation. He feels like maybe he felt like he lost something very important to him, or like in the connection. It's like he's seeing this as some sort of game. Like it's like, oh, there's a loser, there's a winner, but he feels like he's not happy. Maybe like previously when both of you broke up, he felt like, okay, he had some sort of win in the situation, he had the upper hand, but right now he realized that he's not happy actually. But clarifying it is the Emperor. So the Emperor shows that he's trying to put up a front to act like everything is okay. He's in control of his emotions. He's in control of the situation. He knows what he is doing, but actually he doesn't really know. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so maybe at first initially he thought like, okay, so now I'm in a new relationship. I'm happy. I won. Like I get what I want. But then after he realized that he's actually not happy, so he wants to come back around to like test the water, but he doesn't want to express too much interest either. Yeah, because we asked about why he tried to connect with you and what are his intentions, right? And then we have the womb clarified by the wheel of fortune. So with the womb over here is talking about patiently waiting for things to develop, trying to see where things can go, trying to see if like you put in effort, whether like things can slowly grow from here. Because with the wheel of fortune over here, he's hoping for things to slowly turn in his favor, but he's kind of still like going with the flow. He's not trying to control too harshly. He's trying to, I think overall it's really just trying to test the water to see if you're still interested and whether there's still a chance with you. Yeah, so right now it's like, yeah, he's really feeling this like sense of defeat, and he's finding it hard to move on without you. Yeah, and the reason why he can't move on is because he has been waiting for you to come back actually. Yeah, so right now it's like he's really seeing if like I think he realized that you aren't coming back. So he felt really defeated. Then he's trying to like reconnect to see if there's a chance for things to grow from here. Hi Disha. Yep, donations are open. I have two more questions and then it'll be you if you donate. Okay, let's see what he wants to say about his intentions for um connecting with you. Yeah, correct. But he's trying to like test the water, like yeah. But I think however you respond will kind of determine um his perception of the connection and what could happen between the two of you. Yeah, it's like he thought you were kind of waiting, and it's like he was waiting for you to come back. But it's like you never came back because you don't want him. And then so he's like, okay, like I really like he yeah, he can't move on without you. So that's why right now it's like he wants to like try to reconnect and try to like put the bait out for you to take it. Okay, Disha, thank you. I will add you to the list right after I'm done with this question. I think you can come back in half an hour. Oh yeah, and I think like honesty is really like one of the most important part of a relationship. Like really the trust between the two of you and like him doing something to actually earn that trust. Okay, yeah, and then you were just talking about playing games, right? And then on the bottom of the deck, we have I'm going to continue to play mind games. I can't make you think you have me completely. So yeah, it's like he still desires to like have something with you. He can't move on from you, but he still wants to put on a show that like he's okay on his own and like you are the one who wants to come back to him. And then there's a whole other side to me that you haven't seen yet and I'm ready to show you. So I think he kind of want to show you that maybe he has changed or maybe like you like him more now or things like that. He wants to show you a different side of himself in order to attract you around again. Then I dream about you often and I wonder, do you dream of me too? So yeah, he really still thinks about you a lot. That is why it's making it hard for him to actually move on from you and like not have any hopes or expectations about reconnecting again. And I'm going to sneak back into your life and pretend nothing ever happened. I know I'm a coward. Yeah, he's trying to like he doesn't want to admit his mistakes. He doesn't want to own up for whatever he has done wrong, but he wants to come back around and try to get things going again. Then not in the right state of mind, but I might just make an impulsive move. So yeah, I think he has been thinking about it for quite some time, and right now it's like it really reached a point where he's unable to resist. That's why he reached out to you. He tried to connect with you again. And then I'm rushing in love. Don't ignore the red flags. I'm still working through my issues, but I need to be near you while I do it. So yeah, you were talking about him being in a relationship, right? So this is something that he really had to resolve himself. He had to really make up his mind about who he wants. But it's like the urge to be with you is quite strong. So right now he's just trying to rush into it. He hasn't really thought clearly about the situation or thought clearly about what he wants. Okay, let's see what's your advice with regards to him. Hi Caleb, hi Kalpana. I'm currently on the donations, but I should be going off after the donations. If you all want, I'll be on again on Wednesday, and you'll probably be able to get a free reading then. Okay, see you. Hopefully I'll get to read for you on Wednesday or probably next weekend. Okay, so for your advice, right, we have welcoming surrender. So this is saying there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. So when surrender is welcome, you are open to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution. You are no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance. In surrender, every personal conflict is handed over to Source so as not to distract from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. So yeah, I think this is saying that you kind of have to just let things happen as it's supposed to. Like right now he's trying to like reconnect and then like your like how do I say it? Like kind of just like go with the flow, like things are slowly unfolding for you and like whatever his intentions are, right, you will kind of like find out. You'll find out if he's sincere or not. You'll find out if like he's like genuine or he's really just like coming back around in the same way. Yeah, so there isn't really a big issue because like everything happens for a reason. Like it's starting to help you understand what you don't want in love and what kind of person you should try to avoid. Yeah. Yeah, so just be open to it. Whoever wants to come back around, whoever wants to pester you, like just let them be. Because you start to realize like this is the kind of person you don't want. And eventually it will actually lead you to the right person because they are just throwing you all these like extras, all these like bad people because they are testing whether you will give in or you actually know your self-worth. You know what you shouldn't settle for and what you actually desire. Okay, Alison, so I hope that helped. Yeah, they're always pestering you, but I think like it's kind of like a challenge for you to see like how you deal with them and how you won't settle for less, even though you had emotions for them or like you had a connection with them. Yeah, so I think it's just telling you like don't try to control it too much. Like when he comes back around then you're like, okay, I want this to happen. I want you to like reflect, that kind of thing. Just let things happen naturally. And then like but don't like because I think like you like get worried or like you will like really try to make things go a certain way. I think that's what the card is saying. Just like surrender to it, let it happen and but don't let it affect you, like don't let it affect your energy. Okay, so I hope that helps. Let me know what's your second question. Yeah, so he really just wanted to test the water, but you know that you shouldn't like settle for less or you shouldn't like give him a second chance unless like yeah, but I don't think he has changed though. It's just that he can't move on from you. Yeah, just take things slowly or just ignore him. Okay, so what does he actually feel for you? Okay. Yeah, it's like he will, like if they really want to reconnect, they will really find means and ways to actually reach out to you. Wow, that's like unexpected. Okay, so I think overall he's still very attracted to you. He knows that like you have options. He knows that like your like because of your nature or because of like how attractive you are, like basically he may not stand a chance anymore, but he still feels an attraction towards you. He still he still desires some sort of like completion with you. So really reaching the end goal with you, really like getting some sort of result with you. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles shows that whatever happens, right, he doesn't really want to reveal his true emotions to you. He's choosing to keep it to himself. He may not be expressing this to the people around him either. He's just trying to act like he's okay, but deep inside he still has a lot of emotions for you. And then you have the Two of Wands clarified by the Sun. So the Sun always talk about like optimism, talking about like spending time together, feeling very happy with one another, and always feeling very positive about like what's coming next, looking forward to like the future. So I think right with regards to you, he feels like there's a potential future with you where both of you can be happy together and both of you can spend time like really doing things that make both of you happy. But then right now it's like he's really like in his comfort zone. Like he doesn't really know what changes he has to make. He doesn't really know what actions he has to take. He's really just like thinking about the possibility of being happy with you, but he hasn't really made any changes with regards to the way he is or with regards to his situation. Yeah, it's like how like Tyler's Tarot always say like they are putting up a show that no one wants to watch. Yeah, and that's quite a big red flag already. Like if he starts lying and it's not really for the benefit of the connection, but it's for his personal wants or his desires. Yeah, and then you have the Empress clarified by the Four of Cups. So with the Empress over here, right, he really feels an attraction towards you. He still likes you quite a lot. He sees you as someone who's very like kind, caring and nurturing and has a lot of like long-term potential in the relationship. But with the Four of Cups over here, he's really just staying in this energy where he's discontented and dissatisfied. He doesn't want to make changes. He doesn't want to do anything about it. He knows that you have options. He knows that like since he let you go, there may be people who are like pursuing you, but he doesn't really want to take action to like make whatever he wants actually happen. And then you have the world clarified by the Nine of Swords. So with the world over here, right, he's really grateful like to actually have you in his life. It seems like you were some sort of like I'm thinking about reward, but I don't think it's reward. Like it's just some sort of um like how you have been like putting effort, then you actually get like a reward from it, right? He feels like the same way about you. Like he's very grateful to have met you. He feels like everything, like he enjoyed the experiences he had with you. He enjoyed the connection. But right now, since things seems like it has closed the chapter, right? He's really stuck in his head about it. He feels anxious. He feels worried because he still has feelings for you. He's afraid that things are really over. He doesn't want it to be over. Yeah, so overall, I think he's just putting up a front that he's okay with how things are. But deep inside, he really still wants to like spend time with you. He still wants the connection. He still wants like the relationship. Okay, let's see what he wants to say to you. Okay, actually, let's use this other deck. Yeah, and I think like because you have been in the connection with him, right, you kind of already know like his pattern or like the way he acts. So it's like even if he like put up a front or he acts a certain way, you already know what he's like truly thinking because of like the time you actually spend with him and how much you actually know him. Yeah, he thinks very highly of you, and I think that's what is attracting him to you, or what attracted him to you. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have beauty and grace. They find you extremely beautiful. but your beauty intimidates them. They think someone else is more deserving. So yeah, he's really very attracted to you. He knows that like you have options. He knows that you have other people who are pursuing you. Yeah, and then like just now you were talking about him like being in a relationship previously, right? Yeah, because you also have this card, you have betrayer. Their fleeting heart will only end up betraying you in the end. Your soul deserves better. So yeah, I think maybe he's the kind who can't really settle for one person. Like maybe like once he's in a connection, he may have like a heart for another person, or he would like to flirt around and he may develop feelings for another person. Yeah, because usually this card comes out for like people who's unable to actually devote themselves to one person. They like kind of want to flirt around, want to keep their options open, want to like really just play the field before they actually settle down. And then you have guarded. They are still very guarded and trapped behind their own emotional defenses, allowing them to fall in love instead. So yeah, I think basically maybe he's the kind who doesn't really trust love. Like, you know how when someone like have full trust over love, they are okay with like devoting their life to like one person. They're okay to be like um loyal and devoted to one person. But maybe he's the kind who doesn't trust the situation. Whenever things get serious, whenever things get like to a stable point, then he will start to doubt, he'll start to like worry, and that is why he may start to divert his attention elsewhere, or he doesn't know how to put himself in a vulnerable position. But you know, in a relationship, that is actually what is required in order for both of you to connect on a deeper level. Mm. He has issues. Okay, yeah. And then you have the unknown. The unknown scares them. They see the abundance you bring into their life, but they fear being wrong. So yeah, he's like very uncertain, he's very unclear. And like just now, like for about like the question about why he reached out to you, right? We had like the Ace of Swords reversed. So he's very unclear about what he wants, he's very unclear about where things are going. That is why he hasn't really made up his mind about settling down. He hasn't really made up his mind about his future. Yeah, correct. So it's like he's kind of scared of love. That's why he has these defenses up, but he also wants it. And then we have on a pedestal, you're the queen of their heart, queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. So yeah, once again, he really thinks very highly of you. Because you have the beauty card and you also have on a pedestal and you have the empress. So he really sees you as someone who's like possibly someone who has the traits of his desired partner and like someone he really wants to settle down with. Yeah, correct. It's like it will never reach that stage. I think whenever it comes to like commitment, he may pull away or he may find someone else to distract himself. And this is something that like he really have to heal or he have to overcome before he can actually invest in a relationship or actually give someone like a proper relationship. And then you have game over. They fear your wrath. They know you're no longer entertaining their half-hearted efforts. So yeah, I think he kind of got hints that maybe you're not coming back around or maybe like things are really over between the two of you. That's why he wanted to test the water to see if there's still a chance for things to start up or whether there's still a chance to like reconnect again. Okay, let's see what's your overall guidance. Okay, so Alison, on the bottom of the deck, right, you have peace, harmony, and contentment. So what I asked was like your overall guidance with regards to all these like asterisk exes or your love relationships. Yeah, so I feel like peace, right, is saying that whatever happens, right, go to the situation that brings you the most peace or take action towards what gives you the most peace. So right now, like you were talking about blocking him, right? So like if blocking him gives you peace, like really make sure that you are shutting him off entirely. He cannot find you. He has no way to reach out to you. And like basically just head towards or make decisions based on what gives you the most peace. Don't think about like I don't think you think about it, but just in case the thought comes out, like don't think about getting back at them. Don't think about like giving them back what they deserve. Just be at peace with whatever is going on. Just make sure that moving forward, whatever happens is like it doesn't stress you out, it doesn't make you feel worried, it just gives you like this sort of like peaceful kind of state of mind. Yeah, and then you know that you want a commitment, right? And then you don't want something casual and you want honesty in a relationship. So it's like it's kind of like all the red flags are surfacing already. So you already know what's best for you in a situation, and yeah, peace is all you want. Okay, let me see if there's a message here for you. Okay, so um being at peace means being perfectly content. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. You are not attached to the outcome. You are not worried about the future or thinking of the past. You are perfectly present and okay with anything that comes your way. So if this card came up as an answer to your question, know that you must first find peace within in order to attract the desired outcome or to know the truth. So kind of like find peace within, just be at peace with whatever is going on in your love life, whatever is happening for you, and just be present in the moment. Don't think about the past, don't think about the future. Just accept whatever is happening right now and go with the flow. Yeah, because you also have a new beginning, have courage to open a new door. So whatever is in the past, right, just leave it in the past. Whatever is coming for you is a lot better. And like I think you are attracting like the right person for you. So whoever like whatever happened in the past, whatever your ex did, right? Don't think about it as like, oh, why do I keep meeting the wrong person? Why do they keep doing this and that? Think about it as like an opportunity for you to actually find your way to the right person. So you know how in life there's a lot of like detours, like you will like meet the wrong person, you will like take U-turns here and there. But afterwards, right, the end goal will actually be as in the ending point will actually be someone who's actually deserving of your love, someone who's able to give you everything you have desired and be an ideal partner for you. So just take this as signs that you are slowly being led to the right person and a new beginning is waiting for you. Oops. Okay, Alison, so I hope this helps. So yeah, they keep pestering you, so really find a way to completely block them off. Or like even when they come back around, right, don't let them disrupt your peace. Just be like, okay, they reach out, they're attracted to me, then okay. Just leave it as it is. You don't have to entertain him. You don't have to like really go the extreme to try to like push him away. No problem, Alison. I hope that helps. Okay, then next up we have BT. I think BT posted her question on PayPal. Yeah, so whatever he does, right, don't let it affect your peace. Like even if he manages to reach out to you, he knows what's going on in your life, just be like, okay, like you know that I'm confident, you know that I'm like doing good, you know that everything's going well for me. Like just make sure that you always revert your mind back to the peaceful state, no matter what he's doing, no matter what the external circumstances. Yeah, because he's really like he really can't move on from you. So that's why he's doing so much. No problem, Alison. Disha, I still have one more question. Probably can come back in 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. Alison, isn't your time zone like 7 a.m. now? Or did I remember wrongly? Yeah, well, go to sleep. Good night. Bye bye. Hey Aditi, Aditi, there are no more readings for today. I'm just finishing up the donations. If you want a free reading, I'll be on again on Wednesday. Yeah, Mohini, but after the donations, I gotta head off already. But I'll be on again on Wednesday. So if you want, you can catch me on Wednesday if you want your free reading. See you. Take care too. Okay, so BT, I think George right now there are a lot of things going on in his life. Like it seems like there are a lot of responsibilities that he's carrying, a lot of burdens that he's carrying. He may be going through some sort of like transformation. He's really like seeing like what kind of friends he wants in his life, what kind of things he wants to do. There are a lot of decisions that he's making, a lot of choices that he's like um making. Yeah, okay. So on the bottom of the deck, right, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands talks about burdens, talks about responsibilities, talks about him just chugging along with whatever weight he's carrying and trying to push through with all these responsibilities or tasks that he has. So yeah, I think overall in his life is like it's not like he's just chilling, he's just enjoying life. It seems like there are a lot of things that he's like um worried about. There are a lot of things that he's carrying and having to shoulder alone in this journey. That sounds so yeah, like he's just like very alone right now. Like he doesn't know who to confide in, he doesn't know who can be there for him. He's like there for himself. And you have the King of Cups clarified by the Three of Swords. So with the King of Cups, right, he's really taking a very mature approach in whatever things he's dealing with. He's not being too led by his emotions and he's not being too led by his logical mind. He's really taking his past experiences, trying to understand what he truly wants, trying to understand what he truly feels before he actually make decisions or before he decide what he wants in this lifetime. Because the Three of Swords here, I think there are a lot of sadness and grief that he actually experienced in the process. And right now it's really making him wake up, but he's not being too like upset over it. He's not making decisions based on these emotions. He's really just taking a more mature approach, trying to see the bigger picture before he actually makes a decision. Oh, he started new work. Yeah, correct. So like, yeah, there are a lot of things that he's carrying. Then like, it feels like he's very burdened by life in general, and like he's not really having a very peaceful time. Like he's not just like sitting and enjoying. I think maybe like when he goes to sleep, he still has a lot of things on his head that he thinks about. And then we have the world clarified by the Ace of Wands. So with the world over here, right, he's trying to like reach some sort of like completion and actually get the result from like whatever hard work he's putting into it, whatever hard work he has been putting in. So like you mentioned that he started his new work, right? So maybe he wants to be successful, maybe he wants to earn an income. He has set certain goals for himself. Right now he's trying to like hit that goal. Right now he's trying to like actually feel fulfilled with whatever he has been doing. Because with the Ace of Wands here, the Ace of Wands is talking about like him really putting in the passion and energy to reach these goals, overcoming the obstacles, overcoming the challenges, and trying to push through whatever stands in his way. Yeah, so I think he's more focused on his personal goals and what he wants to achieve. Yeah, and then we have the death clarified by the Three of Cups. So the death is talking about like transformation, talking about rebirth, maybe talking about like ending some chapters and starting new chapters. And this is with regards to the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups can talk about like friendship, can also talk about like enjoyment and celebration. So maybe right now it's like he's not really enjoying whatever is going on for him right now. Maybe because it's like it's a new chapter, he's not used to it. Or it maybe also be him like really cutting off some like toxic people in his life or like some friendships that he feel like are no longer working for him. So yeah, right now really there's a lot of transformation going on for him, but he's trying to focus more on his goals and trying to focus more on like his passion and what he wants to achieve. Hi Pretty. Pretty, currently all the readings are closed already. If you want a free reading, I'll be on again on Wednesday. Okay, and then you were asking about whether he has any love interest, right? So we have the womb clarified by the Ten of Swords. So yeah, the womb, right, shows that there may be slight interest that he was actually developing towards like the people around him, or like maybe he was like seeing the potential for things to grow between him and another person. But with the Ten of Swords here, he's kind of still like healing from the past. There are still things that he's worried about. He's worried about endings. He's worried about the same thing happening again. So yeah, I don't think he's actually investing into it. It just seems like there is like interest, there is like curiosity, but he's not really taking action to develop a connection with whoever he's interested in. Yeah, and I think it's because like because there are a lot of things going on in his life, so he doesn't have time to think about love. He doesn't have time to think about a relationship. And then when you ask about him like recontacting his ex, we have the Six of Cups clarified by the Four of Swords. So with the Six of Cups, I think he like misses the past with his ex. He thinks about it. He thinks about the good times they all spent together, and like how the connection was in the past. But with the Four of Swords over here, right, he's putting things to rest. He's not trying to like reconnect. He's not trying to get things going again. He's just trying to heal from it, or he's trying to like just not think about it anymore. Yeah, so I think in the aspect of love, I don't think he's really putting in effort or he's really thinking about it. He seems more focused on probably his career goals or his finances. Hi, Shristi. Okay, I think let's pull what's the energy surrounding both of your connection. Then we can see what's your advice. No, I'm not done yet. Okay, so I think he seems like quite a sentimental person. So I think he probably does think about you from time to time, but it's not really something that he keeps thinking about, or he keeps thinking about like reconciling or like meeting you again, that kind of thing. It seems like the situation with his ex, like he misses the past, but he's okay with leaving things at a pause. He's okay with like closing the chapter. Yeah, correct. So it's like he's really putting his focus elsewhere instead of thinking about connections in his life. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have differences. So yeah, probably like both of you, like maybe there are like different values or different opinions that you all have, and like this is something that you may know, or it's telling you to actually try to understand what's the difference between the two of you that is making it hard for things to actually work out right now. Because maybe right now he's going through a very tough phase, and like maybe there are things that you have to focus on in life right now. So it's really making it hard for both of you to come together, because there is like different lifestyles or different things both of you want to achieve. Yeah, and then you also have guarded. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is like you or this is him, but it seems like either one of you, or maybe even both of you, are like having some sort of guard or defenses up that is making it hard for either of you to open up to one another or be open to actually reconnecting. So yeah, kind of try to understand, like if this is you, like you have to understand like what is actually making you put up these defenses, what is making it hard for you to actually open up to love, and then you can see how to work from there. Yeah, or maybe because of like whatever happened between the two of you, there are certain guards or defenses being put up in the connection. Okay, let's see what's your advice. Oh, it's him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like you see, like for like new love interest, he's also like worried about things ending. He's affected by the past. So there are a lot of baggages that he hasn't put down. Okay, so for your advice, we have rewiring the nervous system. So this is saying, I find strength in surviving my traumas. So when the nervous system is rewired, you are no longer trapped in the memories of your body. You are the courageous heroine in your present reality, honoring every moment of hardship as the means through which your infinite strength and greatest depth of character is revealed. As you rewire your nervous system, you are no longer responding to life from the vantage point of your painful past, but instead are open to each encounter, being more miraculous than the moment before. So yeah, this is talking about healing heartbreak and becoming more optimistic. So yeah, don't keep thinking that okay, because this thing happened, then okay, it's always going to happen this way, or like things did not work out. So like whatever comes my way is like it's not going to work out again. So this is telling you to change the way you think, change the way you see things, and maybe that is when you will actually attract like more positive stuff instead of like someone who's like still guarded or someone who still has things that they have to overcome. Yeah, so don't think that okay, because it happens this way, so it's always going to happen this way. Okay, BT, so I hope that helps. I'll send you your other reading once I'm done with the live. Okay, thank you for your donations. Okay, so next up we have Disha. I think he's doing okay lah. Like it's not like he's really like very upset or things like that. It's just that he's going through transformation. There are things that he's experiencing that he's not used to. No problem, BT. Hi, Mac. Like currently all the readings are closed already. You can catch me on my next live if you want a reading. Is Disha here? Yeah, I'll be on again on Wednesday. So if you want, you can keep the notifications on. Okay, so I'll wait until 7:40. If Disha isn't back, then I'll probably refund her. Yeah, Meg, I'm left with one more donation, but she's not back yet. Yeah, so I'll probably refund her because I got a hit off already. Yeah, I'm usually on weekends, and this time I'll be on Wednesday because I'm on off. Yeah, so you can catch me next. I can wait for you next time. Okay, so Disha, if you see this, I'm going to email you to ask if you want a refund or you want me to type out your reading for you. And yeah. Okay, so check your email. Your PayPal email. Okay, so bye guys. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you all on Wednesday.